Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Die for the Lich. I checked out the demo of this quite a while ago. I can't remember exactly how long ago it was. It was a few months ago. It had a really nice demo. The game felt good to play, and I enjoyed the mechanics of it once I got used to them. The game is currently in early access. It had its early access release just yesterday, and they sent me a key for it. Thank you very much, developers. We're gonna check it out. It's 10 bucks on Steam. I liked the demo. That's why I'm gonna be playing the early access version, just to play a little bit more of the game. All right, 2 characters are not gonna be found in the early access version, but there is a angel statue of some sort. We've got Dante, who I enjoyed playing, but we're gonna play the Undertaker, the easy starter character, as we go through the game, explain it a little bit, and see kind of what's changed in the early access version of the game, and also just hopefully have a good run of a pretty enjoyable little deck builder of dice. It's not, I mean, I guess you could call it a dice builder, but I think I would just call it a die-based deck builder, because one of the types of these roguelike games that I have actually really enjoyed are the ones that let you manipulate the individual die that make up your deck. Estrella, Six-Sided Oracle did that. There's another one that I can never remember the name of, Archon Soul. I just remember the name of it. That one has also the ability to change the sides of each die. So I could make a die of all 6s. I could change the physical properties of it so that when I roll the die, I also gain that much block for whatever I roll. There's like different synergies that you could have in the game, and those ones are a lot more strategically interesting. But if I had to describe die for the Lich, it would be more of like a dicey dungeons-esque kind of deck builder, but with die. And we'll explain more of it as we go. To start with, I also like the aesthetics, the style. I've heard some people say Darkest Dungeon. It's not really Darkest Dungeon. It's just more spooky, you know, I don't know, Victorian. Is there a specific way of describing this type of like dark aesthetic? I don't know. We're gonna open up a chest. We get equipment. We can get a shield or a flail. We currently have a shovel and a coffin shield. The shovel is an offensive weapon. It says it right there. The shield is a defensive weapon. We can get a, well, offensive or defensive weapon or shield here. The iron flail, it has 12 capacity. We'll talk more about that in a second. Discard tray and draw an equal amount. The tray is basically what you roll for your turn. It's it's your dice and effectively your cards if we were talking about a different game. So this is discard and draw. The shield, cast 2 stacks of fetch on a random enemy. So when we block, we can basically apply a buff to the enemies. Well, it's a buff for us, it's a debuff for them, that allows me to draw. So this is draw, this is replace discard with draw. I'm gonna go for the whip, and it's not a whip, it's a flail. I'm gonna put it in my 3rd slot here, and then we will move on. I could get more equipment, or I could fight. If we fight, we could go fight, elite fight, late shop. We could, if we just go left, we can get a lot of like elite fight, chest. There is a reason to do fights though. You do gain experience for killing things. This experience gives you like class upgrades. But I think I'm gonna go left just because we get free equipment early, which is kind of nice. It's another weapon. Can re-roll 1 die from the board on a crit, and we get the shield again. So I'm gonna actually replace my shovel with a shield. Maybe the shield with 10, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna take the bigger shield. We have 2 weapons, 1 shield. Let's get into some combat. Now, We have 3 pieces of equipment. We can use any one of them in any order. But once you use equipment, you can't use it again for the rest of your turn. So we basically have 3 actions we can do. I can hit twice and block once. I can put it away if I want, just by like putting another piece of equipment out here. The enemy is doing 1 damage. They have a buff though, that if I ever roll a d4, they gain attack power for the turn. So 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage, whatever. We rolled into our tray. I can use a d6, a d4, a d6, a d8 to roll values for the equipment. I also have a trinket, which adds 3 to the counter. The counter is currently 0. The crit value is 10. The crit value is the capacity of the weapon. This is 10, this is 6, the flail is 12. If you roll a crit, which is you roll that number, then you get the additional critical effect. So if I crit, I can roll a d4 to buff the damage of the shield, or of the shovel rather, over 6. If I crit, I can debuff the enemy with fetch. If I crit, I can discard and draw an equal amount of things into my tray. Now, technically I could kill this enemy if I did 18 damage, the 12 and the 6. I'm gonna take the flail and I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll my d8. It was a 6. I'm gonna roll a d6. It was an 11. I mean, I could try to roll a d1, but if I bust, then everything that I've rolled is wasted. It all just goes into the discard. So if I roll a d4, then I do 0 damage. This weapon, I can keep trying to roll for the weapon, but I think I'm just gonna take the 11 damage. And now I just need to do 6. Well, we happened to roll the crit. It had a 1/6 chance of happening. And because we rolled the crit, the shovel's effect is I can roll an additional d4. So now we're doing 9 damage. That's how you can do more damage or block more than the value of the equipment. If you can somehow roll additional things from your tray, you can buff the value of the counter. But you have to crit, otherwise it counts as a bust. But now that we've crit, we're in the crit state. It doesn't matter what we do, we can't bust. We can make this number 99 if we had enough equipment to do it, but we can't. Additionally, the clover adds 3. It literally just adds, basically this is a 3. If ever I roll this, it's a 3. Guaranteed. So if I rolled the 6 and it was a 3, then I could roll the 3 to crit, and then roll the d4 to get more damage. Regardless, you're dead. We get a small box. We can take a coin, which adds 1 to the counter. It's a trinket. It goes into our tray when we draw it. It does go into our deck. Money does go into your deck. It's a bit weird, but it also provides value. And we have an ashen die. So this is a die that does have an effect on it. If the ashen die is on the board while in a critical state, you can roll another d4. So basically this is another way of buffing the value when you're critting. But it's not like we can take this die and then change the sides of it to be 4444 or 1111. Like, we can't manipulate the numbers on the die. We can change the body of it. We can make the material ashen or bone or gold or whatever the hell this game has. But I think I might just take a coin. It's money. We can spend it later so we can see what it is, but I'm probably gonna go for the chest. Oh, it even says weapon chest. Okay. I don't need another weapon, so maybe we'll skip that. I don't know. But yes, that's pretty much it. Oh, I do have an obsidian. I didn't notice that. Every side is 4, so we do have a 4. It's just in this die here. Can you save and exit? Does the game have a quick save? I think, I don't know. Maybe? I know Chris played this earlier. Maybe he can answer that question for me. Okay. So we have enemies that get stronger when I roll a d4, and I only rolled 4s. They're also, because they're elite enemies, they have a Blood Moon buff. Overkill damage is converted back to health, so I have to either do exactly 17 damage in order to kill them, or kill them twice. That should work too, because there's one stack of it. I assume the stack gets consumed. It is still loud. Look, I like the music. Let's crank that down a little bit though. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll my obsidian die. They will get stronger, but I'll still block 4. I will click the shield, click me, put up 4 block, and then I'm gonna end my turn. What the hell are you doing? Well, one of the interesting things about this game is that you don't discard. You never discard. Now look at how many flippin' things I have in my tray. I've got die, I've got trinkets. Perhaps now we can actually make something work here. Perhaps now we can use the add 1 and add 3 to the encounter to maybe get a guaranteed crit on a black stag, and then kill him. You know, maybe we can kill one on this turn. So we rolled a 2, that's pretty bad. 7, I'm gonna roll a d6. Luckily, it didn't crit. It did discard my bag though, or what I had on the tray, which meant I discarded my clover, which I wanted. But now that we have the 12, I can smack you, and we only have to roll 5 or 6 to kill an enemy. I'll take it. And now, because there's only 1 stag, I just need to roll a 2, a 3, or a 4. There you go. Block. End turn. We also, like, killed him with exact damage, which was nice. And now we do it again. We roll the die. We roll the die. We failed our roll. Now, if we had a trinket that was negative value, we could make this a 12. But I don't. I only have positive value trinkets. So I'm going to clear the board, and I'm just going to roll again. Right. I should be a little bit careful about what I roll. I think I'll just take 7 damage, block 4, end my turn. 1 black stag deer is not going to be particularly dangerous. 7. Roll again. 10. Okay, I can kill you. Game's not letting me use my trinkets to get to crits though. If it was 11, I could use it. I could get to crit. If it was a 9, I could get to a crit. 10, can't. I wish the chest opening was a little bit faster. We can get 2 coins. Baba Yaga's finger. And the bone bracelet. All right, so 2 coins is just 2 coins. They go into our bag, but there's a shop coming up. We can just buy something. Baba Yaga's finger is a trinket. It goes into our bag, and when we use it, we can re-roll something. So if we bust, we could re-roll whatever caused us to bust, or we could re-roll something that might get us a crit. I don't know. Bone bracelet, same thing. It has a value of 5. You can re-roll it to lose 1 value and gain a bone. That's interesting. Bones subtract 1 from the counter. So basically I can take, I can make this a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1 in order, and then in my tray, I would probably gain a bone. So I could make this very likely to give us crits. I think though what I want is honestly the coins, and then I'm just gonna go to the shop. So die for health? Well, that's a little oxymoronic, but you can get rid of a die in order to gain health equal to the value. So I could get rid of a 4 to gain 4 health, a 6 to gain 6 health, etc. I'm gonna get rid of a 4 because I think with my equipment with a 10 and a 12 here on my hotbar, I want high values. For Dante, you probably want low values, but that's a different character. Let's go to the shop. Frozen shield and frozen sword. We also have a D10 that is blood. When an enemy dies, draw this die. Ooh. When an enemy dies, draw this die. Interesting. Spike die can reroll towards 1. Oh no, can reroll towards crit but take 1 damage. I assume you can block the damage, so this could be a really easy way of gaining crits on other equipment. Poison die. Cast a poison d20 to the enemy with the highest health. So I could roll that on the iron flail. It has a chance of busting, but it's not that bad. Mirror die. Roll the same as another d6 on the board. So if we roll a 5, we can make this roll a 5. There's also the silver star. Draw 3. That seems incredible. Like, I feel like if you had 2 of these, well, no. If you had 2 of these in your draw pot in your deck, you still couldn't go infinite because the star can't draw itself when it's on the board. The Medallion of Greed, when it's drawn, increases its value by 1. Now, this will be permanently increasing its value. It'll go to 99 if you let it. But that's fine, because once you crit, you can still put it on the weapon and deal a bunch of damage. So the Medallion of Greed has a use. Right now it's 0. Well, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. But then once it starts getting 12, 13, 14, 15, it still is usable. Username says, love the stash. Something's up with this guy's eyes. Bugs me. We also have the shield and the sword. The Frost Shield, on critical, can make all dice on the board frozen. Frozen dice will roll the face they are frozen on. And the Frost Blade can roll a frozen die. Okay, so the shield will freeze things when you crit, and then the blade we can use to get more damage on the board by then drawing the frozen die and then playing it on the blade when the blade crits, if we can make the blade crit. This seems like a bit of a funky combination, but I mean, I have inventory slots. I could put the shield here, the sword here. That's all of our money. But then we'd have, you know, uncommon equipment, everything. I think we can try it at the very least. I only ever find the shield, says Chris. You gotta get lucky. So sure, I will buy this stuff. And then let's move on. Okay, I just had an elite fight that was 2. Now it's 3 on a non-elite fight. Seems a little excessive, but that's okay. So I think we'll use the flail. If I can get a 12, the 4 on the blade will get a kill. 4. 10. I could just take 10 damage and then maybe try to get a kill with this, but I still want to block as well. I will hit. And then I will block. I think we got a little bit lucky. We're going to take a little bit of damage, but at least we blocked most of the damage. This makes me think that D4s are not what we want in our deck because those are low value. I want higher value. So I can kill you pretty easily. Let's see what happens if I wanted to try. Damn it. Well, all right, there's block. And if I roll high, okay, I could have killed you, but I didn't. That's fine. I want to see what happens if we can get the freeze and then see how it interacts with the frost blade. What I need is manipulation. I need to be able to get the crits more likely. Okay, so you're dead. I'm just going to, I think, block and pass my turn. I can wait. Like, these guys don't scale in strength. So if I can just like, damn. If I can just like block and end my turn. Then I'll draw more next turn. But I suppose we should do some damage. Like, why not? Hit ya, get another weapon out. Kill ya, end turn. No reason not to. And because we killed enemies, we have gained maximum health and have gained a level. We're level 2. Doesn't heal you when you gain the max health. Interesting. We can gain an ability. Heal 3 when you kill an enemy by dealing damage equal to the remaining health. So when you exactly kill an enemy, you heal. Or, on health lost, gain a blood token. Blood token adds its value to the counter. So if we take 2 damage, we get a 2 token. Okay. Hopefully there's something that benefits from having lower dice. There absolutely is, but for this equipment, all of the crit values are a minimum of 10. We want high rolls, so the D4s are not good for us, I don't think. Although you can still use a D4 to like nudge yourself closer to the crit value without going over. You don't want to get rid of them completely, but we also have trinkets that do that. The flower, or the 3-pronged clover. Let's take the heal, because we can, like on a fight like this, we can engineer the heal, no problem. You don't even have that much health. So I'm just going to wait. I'm gonna keep drawing more things, because why not? 5. There you go. Perfect. An odd die. Every side is an odd number, so a 1, 3, 5, or 7. Or we could get 1 coin. Do we need an odd number? Might help, you know, if we need a 5 to crit, then this is much more likely to draw it. But I still kind of just want the coin. I want manipulation for free on a trinket, even if it is the price of a coin, and we can get rid of it later. Bones, gain a bow. A bone in the tray on hurt, and the vampire restores HP equal to unblocked damage. Defivo, Kaka, thank you very much for the subscription. Rarely get to see you on Twitch, but I'll give you my Prime sub. Well, thank you very much. I'm waiting for, you know, I'm definitely excited for a Gungeon 2. Electric Boogaloo. What a roll. But I don't know when that will happen. So I'll hit you, gain a bone. Like everyone else, I'm just excited. And waiting, patiently. Best believe I'll play it. There's my high rolls, so now... You're dead. Let me see if maybe we can get lucky and we can get a crit out of this. I can't. Damn it. Try it again. Hey! Okay, so the 8 is now always going to be an 8. Okay. Well, for the remainder of this fight, I assume. What a bad roll. But then if we can crit with the sword, we can roll the 8 and then have guaranteed 8 additional damage on the sword. Okay, and now we have a 6 and a 3, and those are guaranteed from now on. So we're kind of starting to set... every time I lose the armor, he snaps. Like, yeah! Like every time we freeze die, we know that we're getting those values. Now he is buffing, it looks like. He's now doing 7 damage. We should probably hit him. But also this is fun. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. So now we've frozen more. of our garbage. But I have a plan. I also want to test things while we're doing this. You're gonna buff yourself, that's fine. What I'm gonna test is, let's say this 4. Okay, it loses its freeziness when you cast it. Very interesting. That's all I wanted to test. When this enemy is hit, it will perform its current action of 8 damage. Dude, that's not a problem. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. So we need to ideally crit. We need to roll a 4. Tell you what, roll a 3 and a 1. Then get our frost blade out. I'm gonna hold the D8 because I think we can pop him, we can kill him in 1. We're gonna roll a 6, a 3, a 3, an 8, a 3, and we're gonna kill him. Okay, so we've played around with that freeze mechanic. We understand kind of how it works now. It doesn't do anything until you draw again. That's okay. Tombstone die. Draw an object from the discard bag. I kind of like that because we want high values, and then this is free draw when you play it. Die for health. We have 4 6s. I'll get rid of a 6. We gotta thin up the deck a little bit. What has Abe rolled to defend himself against the vampire? Because I don't want him to hit me. Potok, welcome, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day and a good evening. Inflicts a curse upon a random weapon. Curses are weird. We'll talk about those in a minute. For now, see if we can smack him. I can crit, but I don't want to discard my board. Interesting. I guess I'll hit you. Well, I'm gonna do it just so I can do more damage to you. And then, okay, well, I'm gonna overkill you and take some damage, but that's fine. It's a new game. Hello, Potok, welcome. This is Die for the Lich. I played the demo a while back, but it's now in early access for $10. So we have a curse on our weapon. Dead curse. It starts the counter with a -4. So we basically have to roll 16. But, curses are temporary. They'll go away if we use the equipment. Also, curses, I believe, last between combats. So we want to use this at some point just to purge it. I think what I'll try to do is I think I'm just gonna crit on the, well, no, these are bad rolls. I don't want these. I don't want a 1, a 2, and a 5. So I think I'm just gonna block and then end turn. Yeah. Yeah. I could use the weapon, but I need my higher value dice. So I think we're just gonna chill for a minute. Try it again. That's a little bit more like it. Please roll a 1 or 2. Let's go. So now we crit. We lock in the 10 for later. And we can try to get a flail. That's actually a pretty good roll. So this is a crit. We also cleared the curse just by critting, which is interesting. I'll hit you for 12. I'll end my turn. I'm just gonna kill you. I could, like, save your life and get exactly 4 damage to heal, but whatever. He's gonna buff himself. How dare he? Do we have something in the discard bag? We don't, so I shouldn't use this yet. Don't make that mistake. Discard tray, then draw. I don't want to, so I'm not going to. Instead, I'm just gonna end my turn. I could use my other sword, but I wanna save die so I have options for later. When hurt, discard an object from the tray. He's gonna curse me. I could possibly hit him real freaking hard. Yeah, there's 22 damage. He took my D4. And then you know what? Let me, I'm just gonna hit him with this. He takes my coin. And that was just to clear the stack that he had. And now I still have a couple of things if I need them to, like, block. There's nothing in the discard bag. I kind of wish Tombstone die would draw from the draw pile too. I'll take a natural crit. That seems pretty nice. Debt curse starts with a -4. Rip. But now I can draw. Failed roll. That's fine. Tell you what. I'm gonna hit you. It purged the curse, then we end our turn. Keep a couple of extra dice on my side of the field. He's gonna hit for 10. That's a 6. Roll a 4. Roll a 4. Throws it anyways. Now I did kind of lock those values pretty low, but it is what it is. All right, he's gonna curse me twice. How rude. I still feel like maybe I should save my die. Like I could attack him, but he's got the shield up. Why not just save my tray and then I have a bigger tray? Halved curse. ×2, half the crit value of this weapon. So the shield now only can go to 6. Rude. But we can still block if we roll 6 and then use trinkets. So honestly, 3/3. I'll block 10 of it. That's fine. And then we'll use the frost blade. What bad rolls? Roll a d6. We need to roll 2. A 1, a coin, an 8. Smack him for 20. So like there's some pretty good value here for. And get him down to 2 HP. There's some pretty good value here for. Whatever. Having the frost synergy, but you don't want to lock your rolls low with the shield. That could be problematic. All right, roll a D2. You know what? How do I clear the? Oh, you can't clear the board manually. You have to bust. Okay, so I can't heal off of him. Unless I bust and then roll again. What about now? All right, whatever. Ding dong. Disposable welcome. This is not pitball. Nah, we're taking a pitball break from our warm-ups. Hooks. An ability to discard negative objects on critical. I don't have negative trinkets or anything like that. I haven't found any. After rolling 10 objects, draw 1 and reset stacks. That's just nice. That's just good. Star buttons, and there's star buttons on my cloak now. Rare. A shield that on crit can be reused, or a weapon rerolls the lowest die to maximum value on a 13. So if we roll a 1 on like a D20, it turns into a 20. That's pretty good. Potok says, I can imagine that when dead bodies rise from their graves and attack innocent people, the only way to defend is by rolling a crit. Is that an allowed action, DM? Save the peasantry? Roll a d20. I mean, the flail is fine, but I don't really like the discarding the tray. We could get another shield, but 12 block is pretty good. We could get another weapon. What would we rather have? Another weapon or another block that we could use to block a lot? I feel like for now, let's take... Because like with this, we can already do 20 damage with this thing if we luck into it and freeze our die and then hit the Frostblade, right? Another shield might be nice just so that we can avoid big turns. We'd have to roll a 10, but then to reuse the shield. Just give me the sword. It's rare. It's a sword. Complete Act 1. And now we're in blue map. Okay. Dice Fusion. So Dice Fusion, you can combine dice. Imagine that. Specifically the body of one and the magic of another. So this obsidian die, a d4, I can make it a d10. Always roll a 10. Seems actually pretty nice. Maybe an 8? So we can do that and change the effects. So instead of an obsidian d4, we'll have an obsidian d10. There it is. It thins out the deck, and also it's just a good way of making things a little bit stronger if you need them. Weapon chest. I guess weapon chests all might have shields in them, or maybe weapon chests are only weapons and I'm not fully understanding it. Cursed Offering, elite fights. I'll do some elite fights. Elite fights will be fun. Let's make our way up there. I don't want to go to the shop. I don't have any money. I have 1 coin. Red Cap. He's gonna buff himself. He looks like a hobgoblin who has no face, but just eyes. He's not doing anything, so you know what? Roll a 3. Oh, watch this! It's like pretty okay, honestly. Might be able to kill him next turn. What's with this music? Ha ha ha! When you roll a d4, he gets 3 power. All right. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I can't kill him. Well, I can still take no damage. So we'll take no damage and then try to do 6 damage exactly so we can heal. That's gonna be tough, but I would like to. Whatever. Not being able to clear the board does make that a little bit harder to engineer. Copper die, can't roll higher than the highest value on the board. Or coin. So if you have a 3 on the board, it can't roll a 4. I mean, this would be better on like a D8, right? Like on a D6 or something. But then again, if you roll a 1 on the board and you need a higher value, this can't get you the higher value. It almost seems like a curse. Let's take the coin. I could skip, but I'll take the coin. I thought his name was Board. His name is Vodanoy. Okay, he's gonna debuff me. Rude. Roll a... You know what's interesting? I'm just realizing Obsidian Die Clover is a crit. We don't need it on this turn. In fact, what we should do is probably... Okay, I'm gonna do it now. Oh, it rolled 2 3s because they were tied for 19 damage. Yo, that's pretty sick. In fact, We're almost gonna kill him in one turn. Rolling a d10 adds a stack of poison, and at the beginning of the enemy's turn, it deals 1 damage. I mean, I'm just gonna kill you, I think, at this point. 3, 4, heal for 3. Does the copper just not do anything? Well, the copper helps you to know what you're going to roll when you roll it. I just think on a d4 it doesn't provide much value, especially when we want to roll high. If it's on the board while in a critical state, you can roll another d6. You see, that one's tempting because then we can get more values if this is a part of our roll. I'll take it. We can get a shield. On crit, you can roll a predicted die. We don't predict die. And the hatchet on crit can poison your target. Honestly, like, I think we have good equipment. I'm just gonna say no. Fight an elite, see what happens. Adaran and Vodanoy again. He's gonna buff, they have Blood Moon, and this guy blocks. Stop it, music. Stop it. You know what? Turn you down. I don't know why you get so intense all of a sudden. In Act 2, you're still loud? There you go, how about that? Die lit, this is Glade Air. Welcome, Glade Air. How you doing today? Now, I didn't get my guaranteed crit on this. But again, we don't really need it, do we? Because it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll just try to deal damage. Well, I mean, check this out. So D10, D1, rolls this into a 6. We roll a 6, does 18 damage. Doesn't quite kill him, but you know what? You have 1 HP. And 18 armor, but you have 1 HP. The hell was that? Rolling a D4 adds a stack of poison. I think it says adds a stack. I assume it's poison. You're gonna debuff me. I'm going to probably roll a D4. I want to try to do 1 damage. Instead, we rolled 4 damage. That's also fine. Just gonna hit you. We're gonna try it again. 3. I really want to heal, is the thing. So why not go for the heal, right? Okay, block. Good thing I didn't bust there. How did I take damage? Oh, right, because I had... Oh, I see. We took 3 damage because we had the poison D4, and I rolled D4s. It doesn't apply a poison. Now we have a poison D6, and we have stacks of these. We're gonna take 5 damage. Gotcha, gotcha, okay, okay. We should not have rolled any D4s, I think. I think I get it. We're gonna kill you though on this turn, guaranteed. In fact, I'm gonna lethal you both perfectly. There's one. There's the other one. I wonder if there's a way to get rid of the poison, you know? All right, 2 coins, a crystal ball. It predicts 3 random dice rolls inside your tray, so you know if a D8 is gonna roll whatever it's gonna roll. You know what it's gonna roll before you roll it. And magic thread. If on the board, repeat weapons action for half value. So whenever we want, we can put this on the board to do 50% bonus damage. So the sword critting for 13, it can crit for an extra 6. Frostblade, sometimes I hit for 20, it could do an extra 10. feel like prediction is stronger though, because then I can plan out my crits, right? Ah, but damage is damage. I'll take the legendary. Fine. Cursed Offering, you must pick one. Dragon Shield and Iron Sword, legendary equipment. Okay. Dragon Shield. Gain 3 stacks of pending armor on crit. It gains armor equal to your next d6. That's very, very block heavy. But it has an unlucky curse. Rolling a die forces a low prediction onto a random die. So it's gonna be crap for a while, but then real good. And the Iron Sword, it starts at -4. But on crit, you can do 1 extra die's worth of damage. I mean, that's basically the Frost Blade, but better, right? The extra die could just be a frozen die, but it also has a higher value, meaning you can just do more damage with it. It's a tough one, because they're both good. Dragon Shield is going to be really annoying to break the curse of, because it's modifying the roll. This is just -4. Who cares, right? Just roll more. 16 damage on the sword. Crit of 16. Ooh. Roll an extra die on crit. I think I like that. The sword, I mean, I want the shield too, but you can only take 1. Okay, we have Amit and Imp Brother. Imp Bro! Temper, when attacked, decrease stacks, and when it expires, gain 20 power. Ooh, okay. So we can hit Amit 5 times before he goes nuclear. We're gonna focus on Imp Brother first, I think. He's gonna buff though. So what can I roll here? I can roll a 13 guaranteed. But there's no reason to do that and re-roll what's on this. I think we just need block right now. And I could just roll, here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the D10. That's enough block. And then I'm going to draw the D10. Look at that, look at that, look at that. And then we will try and do some damage, because we need to do some damage. Debt Curse of ×2. I thought we had an extra stack of the Debt Curse, perhaps I'm mistaken. Blocks critical attacks, critical guard. Well, that's just a pain in the ass. If on the board in a crit, you can roll another d6. We don't need to use that here. What I need here is, honestly, let's ice. We need the block anyways. And then let's try and get some damage. I'm just gonna play this. Those were bad rolls, but you know, we need to purge the curse anyways. It only has 1 more stack of it. Oh, look, you cursed my weapon. Now they're gonna roll 15. Or if I can roll a 14, I can kill him. That's a bad roll. That's okay. That's pretty fine. That's not gonna be enough. Okay, problems happened. I mean, it's not even worth spending these to block 2. Tell you what. Purge the curse with a coin. All right, that's gonna suck. Ugh. It's okay, we have a heal coming up, I think. You're gonna hit for 5. Give me some health back. Oh, we leveled up, so we get a new perk. You can reroll ones. When you roll a ghost die, it will be lucky. Okay, I don't have any of those, so we're gonna have the ability to reroll any one that we roll. I don't know, is that good? It's a 1, I can reroll it. It's a 2, well, I guess it is better. I'm also going to toss this in there because I kind of needed it for the block. And then we're gonna stall, because I need to hit him with big attacks, which we have. He is getting stronger, but... you know, it is what it is. Okay, I need a 5. Or... freeze these. And then... 5. Roll an extra thing from the tray. You know what? I'm gonna go all in. Oh, but that does count as hitting him twice for his temper buff, but that was also a 30 damage attack. Now you're doing 10 damage. Dog do be hurting. Have 10 block, and I'm just going to chill. I don't like the having D4s. We can't really get a big hit. Just give me the 1. There you go. And then let's get some damage done here. I can reroll a 1. I don't have to, but I can. Will I? If it rolls a 4, I bust. And I'd rather not bust. So I think I'm just going to... I freaking... oh God, I played my clover and it made me bust. Whoops. This guy is, he's starting to scale, huh? Might be a problem. You know, I think I'm gonna take 2 damage. What a dumb move. So we're gonna hit you real hard. Now we only have to do 9 and we can heal the damage that we took. It might just take a minute to happen. I think we go for it. 2. 6. 10! Ah, you freaking jerk. Oh, but you had the blood buff, so I can actually get it with the sword. Oh right, the blood buff. I forgot about that. All right, 2 coins. A silver star to draw 3 objects from your bag, or rabbit's foot. Reroll an object from the board with tremendous luck. I don't know what luck is, but if it helps me to get a crit, that could be kind of nice. Like, roll lower to not bust, roll higher to get to the crit. But also just drawing more is nice, because I need to get through my deck faster. So, oh, how do I go back? I mean, it is legendary, but I could just get more things. Did they fix the bug with that, says Erogenous Jones? I have no idea. Luck is not necessarily a high roll, because if you need a low roll, then luck means you want a low roll. Because it doesn't say, I would imagine it would say 10 towards the high end, right? Rabbit's foot is just generally lucky. If you need to roll a 1 to live, it increases your chance of rolling a 1. I'll take the rabbit's foot. And here I think I am gonna dump in a D4. It's not a lot of health, but the low rolls are killing me. I need higher dice. I mean, I have 13, 12, and 16 in my pocket. It wasn't healing on exact damage kill. Oh, I don't know. I wasn't watching any of other people do it. This is Vetala. You have a lot of arms. So I think on turn 1, I'm just going to pass so I can get my hand filled. You're gonna hit for 9. Bedevil Omen. Receive 1 Bedevil D20 in your tray on death. Bedevil D20 is a negative that is destroyed on a critical. That seems really okay. It's not that bad. I mean, I think I'm okay trying to kill you, but also we can block 12. I can exactly block 12. Or, this is fine. I will spend my coins. Because the 6 and the 4 are okay rolls. Block the damage, and then we'll try to do some damage. Give me a Shop Stone. Or if I just crit, I can kill you immediately. Like, that's not bad. Let's take this. 2. 4. 7. Whatever. I'm not gonna use my D10 yet. I should use it on this turn, though. All right, you're gonna buff, you're gonna block. Now's a good time to kill you. And if we can get the crit with this, it would be worth a lot. 3. Well, you know, now I could just roll a 10, get the crit, and kill him. Although it's not exact damage, so maybe we should have tried to do that. It's a temporary, so that's gonna fill my hand, won't it? But I could make it lucky, which will probably make it roll a 1. Because, I mean, theoretically, right? Oh, this is actually really good. So we can crit. I can roll an extra. I can roll an extra D6. And I can do more damage. And then do 50% more damage. And then I can also... I could use my rabbit's paw and then change the 2 into a 6. But instead I will hit you for 27 plus 50%. It rounds down. Good to know. That was a 40 damage attack. He has been buffed. I think he was buffing his friend, so it was like a wasted turn. Draw an object. I could crit this immediately. I don't think we need to. Let's draw an object. Let's roll. Let's roll. That's enough. Block. And now I want to try something here. Roll a negative. Okay, rolled negative 18. And then it missed. So I can do that to discard it, but we have to destroy it on a crit. That's gonna be tough to make happen. But here's what I'm thinking. With the rabbit's paw, we can destroy them. I think by playing them, rabbit's pawing them, and then they'll be in 1. Or you just play it and hope that it rolls low, and then you just build off of that, right? Also, when it says lowest die, does it mean negative? God, why does that have to be a 17? All right, I'm gonna rabbit's paw it. Now, tremendously lucky, it rolled a -1. Perfect. It's like I knew that was gonna happen. And then guess what? Have a crit. Get out of here. Let's buff the damage that we do. End turn. So we got a little bit of a build here, a little bit of a synergy potentially. It's another enemy. Let's see if we can heal off of him, because I didn't do that last time. like a dummy. We need to roll a 5. Let's roll a 4. Oh, damn. Okay, don't roll a 4. Oh, come on. Ugh. Try that again. 8. Roll a 6. There we go. So there's a crit. And it'll re-roll the D4 into a D6, which is 15 damage. So what's 15 plus 7? 22. I think we can actually exactly kill him. And then heal. Perfect! Freaking perfect! End turn. Dude, keep summoning enemies, although you're getting stronger, which is a bit problematic. We can't put up enough block, but I could maybe get to the point where I can kill you. Okay. Draw an object. You drew a good object. In fact, I can crit immediately and lock in a D8. That seems pretty good. Now, when this says weapon, these are weapons, right? Can't I use this to give myself more block? Let's find out. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Good to know. Excellent. Why do you keep rolling high? That's very annoying. I wish you would stop doing that. I guess I'll play this and then try to murder you. It's not perfect damage, but it is enough to kill him. Go ahead, hit me. You're gonna debuff me. You haven't debuffed me yet. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? We have the magic thread. We have the beguiled die. And a tombstone frozen 8. -7. I want to see if this re-rolls into a -1 or a -20, okay? So give me... I can add 18 to my value. So what we need to... If we... Yeah, we can do it. We can. In fact, I have it here. I have it on good authority that this will work. Oh no, it got rid of it and then it re-rolled the 2 into a 6. That's also completely fine. Yeah, this is very acceptable. It's an extra 12 damage. Weird fight, but we're getting it done. Nor, welcome. How are you doing today? Not streaming today? How dare you? What happened to my Nor stream? There you go. Roll. Just roll it and hit you. That was a lot of die that... It's a lot of dice to use that doesn't actually do much. Also, I have negative obsession. Must roll negatives first. Oh, and then you summoned a lot of frickin' people. How dare you? How dare you? -7. All right. Oh, god damn it. -10. Whatever, I can rabbit foot it. So here's what we're gonna do. Throw everything we have in the board. That's still not enough, but it at least lets us do 10 damage. Oh, that sucked, dude. All right, we're gonna get hit. Oh, right, because, oh, Jesus. That was a bad combination. Okay. If we can get 15 damage, we can kill him. 5, 6, 7, 11. Okay. Roll. We can fix this. We can fix this. 14, 15. What can I... Can only target this enemy? Well, I didn't know that's how that worked. Negative 20. You know, roll a bone. You know, thankfully we rolled the 10. Or drew it, at some block at least. Okay, so I have to kill this guy. I didn't realize he spawned them with the taunt buff. Silly me. Roll a 5. That's not good enough. But we're very close. Oh, every time I hurt you, you make a bone. That's what's going on there. That's fine. I think we still got you. 5, 6, 7, 8. You're dead. We healed. We did get another D20. You're going to debuff me. I don't have to roll the D20 yet, but yeah, there it is. So really, this is just costing me a lot of draw right now. Having to play those constantly. I can block enough. I also can do enough damage. There you go. Taunt, what's this? Darkest Dungeon 2? I guess Darkest Dungeon 2 does have taunt. Why did I think it didn't? What other game has taunt as a mechanic? Is it just Darkest Dungeon I'm thinking of? It's got to be other like similar deck builders and whatnot that have taunt. Can't think of any. Golden Dagger and Small Shield. After use, return the highest rolled die on a crit. That seems actually pretty good. If you roll a d10, it comes back to you. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Bit of a shorter Act 3. Game's not that long. Wish it was maybe a little longer. Oh, if we take the Cursed Offering on the left, we have to bring it into the boss fight. Frick. Do we want to do that? I don't know. Hearthstone does? It's true. It's true. Nor says, enjoying Magicraft Dave the Diver crossover DLC. What, no Dave the Diver Dead Cells? Where's my beheaded? I mean, I like our equipment. Maybe we skip the Cursed Offering because I don't want to have to fight the boss with like a -4 on something. We just do another combat. I wish there was a shop. I want to get rid of these coins. I don't really want them. Maybe we'll see what it is. Oh. Abyss die. If on the board negates the Abyss buff. The Abyss, when attacked, gain Abyss Curse on the weapon. What's Abyss Curse? I will take the one that gives me a d20. I'm not gonna say no to these. These seem important. Hello. And I'm gonna go for the curse, because why not? The Abyss. When attacked, gain the Abyss Curse. On Abyss Curse, you can only roll Abyss dice. Tray Thief. When hurt, discard an object. Abyss Curse, Abyss Curse. Okay, so we need to if we use an Abyss Curse in the weapon, then we can avoid gaining the curse, but if we just attack with the weapon, then we'll have to deal with the curse the next time we use the weapon, which means we can only use Abyss die on the weapon. It's weird. Very strange. But I get it, I think. I would love to just kill an enemy outright. If I can roll a 2... Draw an object from the discard bag. No, okay, I have a plan. Here's the plan. Give me block. Roll this. Roll this. I think we should have rolled a D8. 8? I have a 7, 8. Maybe we'd have to have rolled a 5. No, this is okay. We're gonna hit you. We drew a 6. I'm gonna have to roll the 8. And I guess I'll just roll the 6, and that's enough damage. Actually, that's enough for perfect lethal. So let's kill you. We... I don't know what happened, but we didn't get cursed. Can only roll Abyss die for the golden dagger. That's fine, I'll do that. We'll purge the curse eventually. What the hell happened to him? Did I get debuffed? No. Unknown action, attack the player. Okay, we just need a block. There's our Abyss die. Yeah, I guess killing the enemy must have removed the curse that we... Or maybe hitting the second time purged the curse because we attacked, and every time you attack, you remove 1 level of curse? Yeah, because curse weakens when using the weapon. So it attacked twice. It must have gained the curse and then removed the curse in 1 swing, potentially. Okay, if we roll an 8, I can kill you, and then we can just block for 6. All right, whatever. I guess killing also does remove the curse, it seems, because we didn't get cursed. Oh no, I had a curse die in there, that's right. Let's roll. Roll again, because we can. Block, end turn. It's just you. You're gonna make me discard a lot. But that's fine. You do you. I have Abyss D20, which I like. Should we save it for you? Wow, 19. Rough. All right, I guess we'll just block. And I'll wait. No reason to attack him. We can just save the tray. Although you're apparently making me discard every round. That's kind of annoying, you jerk. Reroll. 7, good enough. Like, I really don't want to hit you if I can't get Abyss die, right? But you're just gonna make me discard everything, right? Yeah. I was thinking maybe he would only discard 3. No, he discards the whole draw pile. Well, that is annoying. So I might as well play. Well, it's like I don't have anything to play. I need to stockpile my good stuff. He's just making me discard everything. There we go. Now I can do something. But also now I have to block. I don't care. Okay, now I can hit you. Let's roll this because there's no reason not to. And then you also make me discard when I hit you, huh? You are just a pain in the butt. This is where having that draw trinket would be really handy. Okay, we have an Abyss D20. Please hit with this. I unlocked an item. God damn it. So one time we actually freaking rolled a 20. I should have rolled that first because we could have actually gotten a crit out of it, which not like it would have mattered, but god damn it. Maybe we should roll the d20 on the golden dagger because if we can crit, we get it back, and then we can put it into the sword. Oh my god, he's not doing anything. He's just gonna curse me. It's a modern miracle. A modern miracle. Of course, I didn't draw any of the things that I needed, but still didn't. 8. This 16. So we did crit, so I can roll an extra die, which is going to be the 10. And then we can clover, we can do additional damage, we can kill him in one hit. Well, it's going to be 2 hits, no heal, whatever. Nat 20 being a detriment seems sad. That's the luck of the draw. In Abyss D20, play to die. Negative values, but gain armor, equal to the roll number. So we can gain 1 to 6 armor by rolling this negative. Or we can just add another D20. Gotta say, high rolls seem nice. I'm gonna take it. Oh, sword and shield. I guess we could take the shield. Forces a low prediction onto a random. I think I'll just take it, honestly. I'll deal. I'll deal. And we want to purge. Honestly, we have 3 4s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s. Let's purge a 6. Gets us almost to full health. I wish there were more things on this floor. It's Dante. Saint Hilario. When attacked, lock a random object in the tray. You're hitting for 10. And I've got this big bad shield, which I can still maybe crit with. Oh, I can't. It would be so... Maybe I should have just rerolled the 4, because I might have been able to do it. Okay, here's the deal. Block. Now, by using the action twice, it's now a 3 curse. And then I can attack you. But that would lock a die. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna pause. I got time. You're gonna hit for 10 and debuff me. Okay. Oh, we have to roll this. I see. Oh, but you know what? Who cares? We can re-roll 1s. It's the perfect combo with the shield. Draw. This is actually perfect because I can die. D10. Now we gain 3 stacks of gain armor equal to D6. I could re-roll this. Oh, there it goes. Block. Now it only has 1 curse on it. And I can't really do any damage. So I'm gonna end my turn. But we're stacking up the buff and slowly purging the curse from this. Once we purge the curse from this, it'll actually be usable. 1. 11. Well, and guess what? I'm sorry, black chip? Receive a black chip with the same value as your next die roll. Black chip is a negative value. Destroyed after battle. This is gonna be real awkward because I'm gonna make a lot of negative. Making a lot of negative ones doesn't seem that bad, does it? Roll a 1. Roll a 1. Roll a 1. The curse has been lifted, and then we'll gain more pending armor buffs. So now you can't hit me. I'm sorry, but you cannot hit me. Come on, D20. 13! Guess what? Okay, first of all, negative 13 is very funny, but also negative 1. And then attack, we get the D20 back. And now you've locked something, so now we get to see how that works. You've locked a black chip. It rolls itself after you roll 8 objects. Okay. So we just need to... Well, I guess we can't control it. After 8 rolls, it'll put itself on the board, I think. Alright, alright. Black chip, we can't destroy. We can't get rid of it. Although I think maybe there was an ability that let us get rid of it, but... That's fine. I'm going to play this and gain 1 armor. Reroll it, gain 1 armor. Reroll it. Need to get a... Again, 13, again, 15. If we crit, we can roll another object from the board, which doesn't matter, but the crit is, like, fun. But it really doesn't matter, does it? I guess we can, you know, magic thread. It's good damage. I suppose we'll just hit you then. Although, this is 2 damage now, because it rounds down, so I'll do it just to get 2 damage. You locked 2 negative 1s. Alright. It's interesting that the boss doesn't have the Abyss Curse thing. Yeah, which makes that a very... We might see it here. He's gonna summon. No, he's gonna buff. He might do it, but makes it seem like you just want to take it for that one fight, because if you don't take it for that one fight, you're gonna lose. And as such, you just need to, like, fill up your deck with garbage right before the final boss, I guess. Maybe that's what it's there for, but it seems like a... Doesn't seem like a very good mechanic, potentially. We'll see. Okay, we gotta try to hit you. This is gonna roll. I don't really care about getting these back. Like, I don't want to spend 2 coins. I'm just gonna hit you. And then we blocked the black negative 13. I can't play anything. I guess we'll just end our turn. I have a lot of trinkets, but no actual, like, weapon die. There we go. Power, increase attack power by 3. Now he's hitting for 16. And Ironhide, gain defense equal to health loss. So using the magic thread is worthless, which makes me not like this immediately. Although it's only 1 stack of it, so we can hit him for a low value and then it's not as bad. All right, we need to block. Do I have a negative 1? I can make it lucky. Which I think I should do. There you go. Tremendously lucky, in fact. And then we can block. And then by rolling a d6, we gain block. There we go. That's enough. And if I roll another 6, I get a 6 back. Perfect. We're gonna roll 2 negatives. Guess I'll just hit you. And you did put up a lot of block. My hand is full. But if I can... Oh, I don't want the -13 on this. Then why am I here? Whatever. Hit you, end my turn. At least it discarded the -1s, but this -13 is gonna be a problem. Hey, he's hitting for 13. Excuse me. Cough, cough. Well, you're hitting for 13. All I need to do is put up enough block. Okay, I'm gonna roll a 10. And then you rolled a -13. And then I roll a 6. And then I roll a 1. And then we get the buff block. We should get that whenever we can. And now we can actually hit you. Damn it. Well, that was a bit of a wasted roll. That's okay. Roll 2d8s. That was a pretty bad roll. I guess I'm just gonna hit you for like a piddly amount of damage. Although at this point we're stacking it up, but I'm just gonna hit you and then pass my turn. I like the lock mechanic because that can really mess you up. That's a fun one. The Abyss die, they're just there and they're not doing anything, so I don't understand that part. Let's roll and roll. Think for the free block. Oh, we have the negative tokens, so can I roll a coin? It doesn't give me the black chip, so I'll roll a d4. A d4. Oh, that doesn't count for black chip. Interesting. I'll roll a d4. Starting to get a lot of negatives. Can't help but realize. So there's enough block. You're gonna roll a d6. If I roll a -4 and a -1, then we crit. That I can re-roll the 1 into a 3. Okay. And you know what? 14 damage. Let's increase that and then hit you as hard as we can. That didn't really do as much as I was hoping for. I will hit you though. And lock my rabbit foot. Is that good? I'm expecting a phase 2. Who knows? This guy has a lot of health. This is really just kind of a war of attrition at this point. A 3. Things are about to happen! Okay, we're about to roll a -19. He's also gaining more power, so he's gonna start hitting really flippin' hard. We got a -19 on the board. Hey! All right, I'm just gonna waste my weapon on this turn, please, thank you. And then we will roll. So I don't want to re-roll yet. We should, just because we have it forced on the board, but... Just gonna do this, and then reroll this, and then block. We have enough block. I can't really do enough damage on this turn to really warrant attacking, and I'd rather have my trinkets so that I can manipulate my roll. So he's gonna do nothing. He's hitting for 22. Well, that was lucky. Oh, but you gave me the freaking chip. Now I put another -10 in my deck, you son of a gun. Really, the longer the fight goes on, the worse you are here. This is, this guy's a jerk. A 10, a 1, a 1, you're gonna roll that. Okay, we have enough block. In which case, you know, what if I... Well, that's a positive. That's a positive. We need to roll low. We need to roll low. Roll a 6. Get another one of these. I'll hit you. I'm gonna end my turn because I don't want to roll a d20 and get like a -20 in the deck. -5, maybe. E6. Well, I guess roll an 8. Like if we overroll, we have the negatives that we can use to manipulate our rolls. It's not that bad. Our hand is getting full up, but you know, I can just dump things out of my hand if I need to. So let's roll a, so we're out of the debuff. Let's roll an 8. Let's roll another, a 10 and a 1 is a crit. Let's roll the 8, and then the 4, and then the 1 again. And then a 10, and then... I know this is weird. We need to roll a -6 in 2. So a 2 and a 4 is a crit. And then by rolling a d6, which we don't have, we could block this, but we can't block it. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Interesting. Oh, it's this game. Quark, welcome. How you doing today? Caca. You know, I'm wrong. It says temporary, but it also literally says on the chip, destroy after weapon use. I could just play the weapon and then pop these. Like, there's no reason I can't just do that. Okay, I was mistaken. They do not, in fact, fill up your deck with garbage. Can only roll Abyss die. So he does Abyss curse your weapons, but it happened super late in the fight. Good lord. Oh, I can't... Right, I can't roll anything else. Interesting. Well, in that case... we'll just do that. And then... I actually have, like, nothing else to do on this turn. I don't have any high rolls, and I don't want to use my 6s. It's hitting for 19. Okay, oh my god. A 7, a 8, we need to roll a 6, which we have. Let's roll another 6. And then let's crit. And then reroll this. Quark, thank you for the gift sub as well. You're gonna roll a d4 very soon. I wish you wouldn't. But we crit anyways, which means, well, if you roll this, who cares, right? Freaking roll it, dude. Yeah, thanks. Let's hit him. Oh, he had an armor buff. That's okay. How dare you? I never agreed to this. Oh, you're hitting for 28. So you do scale, huh? That's unfortunate. This might be the time to use magic threat on the shield. 28's a big block, and my roll did not go as well as I wanted it to. But you know what? If I roll a -6 and a d6, and then re-roll this, and then a -1, and then roll magic thread, and then block. That worked. Well, I'm one block shy without a d6. That's fine. We have one more bad hand. The fact that that is temporary black chips, and they actually go away without going into your draw pile or discard pile, better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna suck. We're gonna gain 1 on this roll. That's close. I mean, we have negatives, so it is possible. We can't, but it may have been possible that we could have fixed the roll. You know what? That's fine. Take it. Take it and end turn. Take it. I couldn't use the D10 for anything. All right, hitting for 19. Roll me. 8. I mean, let's go 18 and then -4. And then I have 2 d6s. I can gain enough block. Luckily, we're out of the negative buff. 7. We need to roll a 5. We need to roll a 2, or re-roll the die and then use a negative. It's like the worst possible outcome because I can't make the crit unless I use the rabbit's paw. But we are about to shuffle. Because -4 and 1 doesn't do it. -6 and 3 and 1 don't do it. Well, no, that actually does work, right? Yes. So I will get my 5 back. My d6 that was a 5. Hooray. Look, you will die. It might take a minute, you will die. I can make Abe play a game. I mean, I haven't fiddled with the balls that much. Lol. I don't think is that still a thing? I gotta change those. That was my idea for the balls. Be like, hey, Abe, I think you should play this game. Have a ball. Ooh, that's a good roll. Was my thought anyways. 6. I don't want to gain block. 9. Honestly, I'll take the crit. I can kill you next turn. I only have to hit you for 11. Yeah, long fight, but it was fun. Unredeemable but listed, gotcha. This marks the end of your journey, but only for now. The Lich still awaits. We're working hard on the final version of the game. We truly appreciate your participation. We unlocked all sorts of new things. New die that can show up. You don't unlock the body of the die, the material, you unlock each version of each die. So leather die D20 we have unlocked. There's a D8 we can unlock, a D10 we can unlock. No D12s. Is there a D10? I think there's a D10. No D12s, I don't think. We unlocked a new ability. Gain 1 armor for every 5 damage you deal. A new weapon. Well, it's a shield. On crit, draw from your discard bag 3 times. Seems very good. It's also not divine, it's Devine. Good old Devine slab. A spike die, D12, can re-roll towards critical. Which would have been nice to have, honestly, because we were putting up a lot of block. To be able to re-roll towards critical, we could have fixed our rolls pretty easily. Lose half your max health. The first time you lose HP each battle, gain vampire stacks, which allows you to heal. Obsidian D10, which we made. But, yeah, we made a D10. Devine wants his slab back. Twin Carnage can roll extra 2 D20s on crit. That's a lot of damage, but how often do you have 2 extra D20s in hand when this thing has a 20 roll requirement? You would need to fill your deck with D20s. Tray bound. Return to tray after critical weapon use. There is a D12. Look at that. A legendary shield. Discard tray and draw 5. So the flail was discard draw equal. This is discard draw 5. If you have nothing in your tray, you just draw 5. Remove a stack by rolling a die. When this debuff expires, roll a bedeviled die and refresh stacks to 7. Yeah. Huh? Why is this any good? Remove a stack of bedeviled tears. When this debuff expires, it even says it's a debuff. Why would I want this? The Forsaken. Maybe it's their special trait or something that they start with. All right, there's our run. There's our bag. We had a lot of abyss die, which at the end there wasn't really that important, but the D20s were nice to have. Being able to roll like 10 reliably was pretty nice. Let's see real quick. Yeah, bedeviled tears, as expected. So different characters start with different equipment and they have different play styles. Like Dante, his whole deal is bones. They are a trinket that are -1, and you want to roll generally low and fix your rolls to get his dagger in the Bible working. Now you don't have to roll in, or you don't have to build into the bone build, but it's how he starts anyways. Well, there's a daily run as well. Can I click on this? Can't click on the... Make it so that you click and you can roll this D20 around. So yeah, here's all of the dice. Lots of things that we haven't found yet. I find it weird that you have to unlock the D20 version of everything. So, D20 negative, but you gain armor. D20 lucky, always rolls what you need. Like... D20 Ember can be rolled during critical state. That's a lot of unlocking. Especially some of these things, like roll 100 lucky die, that's gonna take a number of runs. Deal damage, we almost have it. So I guess a lot of them are pretty quick to get. But yeah. Bone, odd, jester, mirror, tombstone, no even. And achievements. Complete Act 3. Dante victory, Forsaken victory, light backpack, Claim victory without using your third weapon slot. Don't lose any health. Own 10 coins. Join the daily. Locked and hidden. I like Die for the Lich. It's a fun die-based deck builder. I like the fact that you keep the dice that you rolled when you end your turn, because you can build up for big turns. The fact that you only have 3 equipment slots that you can only perform 3 actions per turn means that you are pretty limited in what you can do. You have to play around the fact that you have to make sure you have the ability to do anything that you need to do during a fight. You need to be able to block, you need to be able to do damage. Do you fill that third weapon slot with another shield, another sword? It's very interesting. And I like the style too. Just I don't mean this as a negative, but the simple art. It looks good. And that is Die for the Lich. Early access.